guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm covering the topic of should you buy Ghosts of Tabor in 2025, or generally, is it worth it in 2025? In this video, I will talk about what Ghosts of Tabor even is, how it compares to its competitors, and finally the overall rating of whether it's worth it in 2025 or if it's not. First, I'm going to cover what Ghosts of Tabor actually is. So, Ghosts of Tabor is a VR extraction shooter. If you don't know what an extraction shooter is, I'll tell you right now. An extraction shooter is a game basically where it's a shooter, it's a first-person shooter typically, and you go into something called a raid, you grab stuff or you bring stuff in, and if you die, you lose everything, but anything you get out of raid, you keep. At the time of filming this video, January 2025, Ghosts of Tabor currently has 5 maps. The game wipes every about 3 to 6 months, which wipes all your progress and is a fresh start for everybody. Usually with a wipe comes new content. Not all the time, but like almost every single time there's a wipe, new content comes with it, such as a new map, a new boss, or even new weapons, new anything. Now I'm going to talk about how Ghosts of Tabor compares to its competitors. Ghosts of Tabor really only has one real competitor, Contractor Showdown Exfil Zone. Now, I have played Exfil Zone, and it's more like of a realistic extraction shooter, while I feel like Ghosts of Tabor is more of a simple game. Both games are amazing and developed by small studios. Ghosts of Tabor is developed by Combat Waffle Studios, and Exfil Zone is developed by Caveman Studios. Both are incredible games, but personally, I prefer Ghosts of Tabor for its simplicity, and I've just been playing it for longer, and I really like Ghosts of Tabor. That's my reasoning. It's not great reasoning, but it's reasoning, and I like it, and that's all that matters to me, at least. Contractor Showdown has a lot more in-depth systems like healing, and food and water. Their system is more in-depth than Ghosts of Tabor's. As far as I believe, both games are still in early access. I might be wrong about that. I know Contractor Showdown is in early access. I'm pretty positive Ghosts of Tabor is, but fact check me in the comments. I might be wrong about that. Both games are pretty buggy. I've seen a lot of bugs in both games, but considering they're still early in development of Contractor Showdown and Ghosts of Tabor. Well, not really Ghosts of Tabor. They're doing pretty decent on Ghosts of Tabor. They're pretty far in. But Contractor Showdown is still in its early alpha stage, so obviously it's going to be buggy and not finished. But Contractor Showdown has something that Ghosts of Tabor didn't on launch. It feels polished. It feels like they actually released a more finished game than Ghosts of Tabor did on launch. Ghosts of Tabor on launch did not feel like a finished game. However, nowadays, Ghosts of Tabor feels decently finished. Contractor Showdown feels like it could be a full release game right now, even though it's not. I could go on and on all day about how different and how similar Contractor Showdown and Ghosts of Tabor are, but I'm going to keep this video short, so let's go into the overall rating and should you buy it. Now, to answer the overall question of should you buy Ghosts of Tabor, if you were me, yeah, I think you should. I think it's a great VR game with a lot of great features, and if you like something more complex, then go get Contractor Showdown. It's a more complex game than Ghosts of Tabor, and it takes a little longer to learn how that game works. But if you want something more simple, go with Ghosts of Tabor. It's a great, simple extraction shooter that has a lot of potential in the future, but so does Contractor Showdown. But overall, both games are great. I think that if you were me, you should get Ghosts of Tabor, but really it's whatever you want. But Ghosts of Tabor, I would rate a 8 out of 10. It's got bugs at time to time, like you can see on the screen right now. But, yeah, they're both great games, and I will see you guys in the next video.